Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Boys Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 27 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, the Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. Welcome to the White River Elementary School Soccer Complex, home of the Noblesville Millers. I'm Brad Silver. To my left tonight is Dan Axe. And Dan, a little bit warmer than what we had last week, but a beautiful night for a soccer match.
Gorgeous night. It was 91 when I got out of the car, so it'll be toasty out here.
Well, let's talk a little bit about these two teams. The Millers come in here 3-1-1. The Westfield Shamrocks come in here at 3-4. First of all, let's talk about the visiting Westfield Shamrocks.
Well, both teams played Fishers and lost 2-1, and they've also played Brebeuf. And Noblesville won 4-0, and Westfield won 2-1. So that's about the only common comparison you can get here. Westfield's got 4 scores that have got at least 3 goals. So that's encouraging. It looks like they're a good scoring team.
Well, one of the changes for Westfield tonight is that Jacob Armstrong is not dressing for the game tonight, and Bennett Payson will be in the goal, and he's just a sophomore, and we've kind of speculated as to why that change may have been made.
Yeah, we have no information on that one, so it looks like Payson came off the JV squad.
He is a sophomore. We don't have any record information or anything like that, so if we get something, we'll pass it on. Millers come in here 3-1-1.
Yeah, so far the Millers have only given up 4 goals. They've had 2 shutouts. Westfield's given up 13 goals and have no shutouts. So a pretty significant difference there in the defensive end.
Talk a little bit about Jack Miller. He seems to be the team leader here for the Millers.
He's a senior. He's got 4 goals. That leads the Millers. Got a couple. We got one with 3, Spencer Holland. And player that was just excellent last year was the Alt boy, and he's got 2 goals this year.
Well, we're going to turn it over to Andy Trissler, the public address announcer here for the Millers, and he's going to have the starting lineup introductions.
For today's IHSAA and Hoosier Crossroads Conference boys soccer match, featuring the visiting Westfield Shamrocks and your Noblesville Millers. Now introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Westfield Shamrocks. The starting goalkeeper, a sophomore, number 0, Bennett Payson. A sophomore, number 3, Declan Wheeler. A junior, number 4, Alex Cologne. A senior, number 5, Max Von Arks. A senior, number 8, Nathan Hewitt. A senior, number 9, Miguel Ayala. A senior, number 11, Francis Ogbo. A junior, number 19, Colin Maris. A junior, number 20, Ben Wallace. A junior, number 21, Ellis Douthit. A junior, number 27, David Green. And the head coach of the Westfield Shamrocks is Kevin Scanlon. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Noblesville Millers. The starting goalkeeper, a senior, 00, Adam Carter. A junior, number 2, Colin Todd. A freshman, number 3, Owen Mahia. A junior, number 4, Drew Barnes. A sophomore, number 5, Spencer Holland. A sophomore, number 6, Palmer Alt. A senior, number 10, Harrison Christman. A senior, number 12, Gabe Hines. A senior, number 13, Colin Cates. A sophomore, number 17, Drew Cochran. A senior, number 18, Jack Miller. And the head coach of the Noblesville Millers in his 3rd season is Ken Delaski. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Dan, we are just about ready for soccer action here from White River Elementary School, the Noblesville Miller Soccer Complex. And I think the key to this game tonight is probably going to be goaltending. You know, big change for Westfield with Bennett Payson in the goal tonight. And, of course, the Millers, very experienced, a seasoned senior, Adam Carter, in the net for the Millers.
I imagine Noblesville will be pressing pretty high and trying to make this young man's life pretty tough. Well, Noblesville's ranked 12th, Westfield unranked. Got 5 teams in the boys' side, all in the top 20 from our conference.
That speaks very well for the Hoosier Crossroad Conference. You know, you look at both the girls and the boys' sides in the HCC, and as you said, the boys have got 5 teams in the top 20, that being Zionsville leading the pack, Hamilton Southeastern 8th, Noblesville 12th, Fishers 16th, and Brownsburg 18th. And then over on the girls' side, the Royals at Hamilton Southeastern are number 1 in the state right now. And they got the Millers chomping right behind them there, just behind Evansville Memorial in 3rd. Fishers Tigers, we saw the Millers and the Tigers play last week. Tigers are in 7th place right now. Zionsville 14th, Avon 18th, and Brownsburg 20th. So, you know, on the boys' side, you got 5 of the 8 teams in there. On the girls' side, you got 6 of the 8. That says a lot for the quality of the soccer on all these teams, and it speaks well for the Hoosier Crossroad Conference.
Right, and big matchup tonight and tomorrow night. Fishers visits HSE boys tonight, and the girls will go over to Fishers tomorrow night.
Of course, those are the Mud Sock games. It's Mud Sock week between Hamilton Southeastern and Fishers all week this week, and the big Hamilton Southeastern Fishers football game coming up Friday night, and we will be carrying that as part of our game day presentation Friday evening starting at 7 o'clock. That game this year from Fishers High School. If you want to go out and if you want to see a good game, watch that game and stay away from the crowd, because that is annually one of the biggest games in the state of Indiana. They get about 10 or 15,000 people on the school property. We are underway. Millers with the first possession here. Streaking down there is Van Arks. He's coming in, centers it, misses a centering pass. Miller's trying to get reset, looking for a centering pass. Shamrocks do a good job of putting it out toward the center. Oh, that was just slightly overrun there by Francis Agbo. Ooh.
He's going to bring that back. Holland was fouled there.
Get him for a trip, I assume. We're just underway. 1 minute in here. No score. JV game earlier today that you saw on Hamilton County Television ended up 1-1 with The Millers tying it up with 14.8 on the clock to walk away with the tie rather than a loss. Agbo sends it down the field. A lot of headers going on already. There's a shot, misses the goal to the right. So the Shamrocks will go on offense. The Millers wearing pink tonight. It's pink night here at White River Elementary School. They're in their pink jerseys with their white numerals, and they will be moving left to right on your screen.
Keeper slipped there.
Another ball that ended up out of bounds. I believe the Millers will keep possession of it. Do they, Dan?
Yeah. It's like Imes will be doing the throw in.
Coming from the corner there, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, it's corner kick.
Centered. Millers can't get a shot off. Centered once again. There's a shot that goes sailing well over the goal. Out of play.
Well, the first couple of minutes here, it's all Noblesville.
Yeah, so far, and I've got to believe that they're looking at keeping a lot of pressure on Bennett Payson.
Both these keepers are good size, but this Noblesville young man is...
He's rather tall, isn't he?
He's as big a goalie as I've seen here in high school.
Payson puts the ball into play. Looked like Max Van Arks went down very, very hard there, but
he was grabbing his head, but he didn't.
Millers are going to have the ball. Shamrocks take it away from him. Nice bit of ball handling there by Miguel Ayala. Ayala on the ball once again, trying to get it set up, trying to get to somebody in the middle, but he just can't quite so far. And Agbo goes back into the corner to recover it. Agbo centers. Nice try there by Declan Wheeler. Millers take the ball back. They're across the center line. Fortunately for the Shamrocks, they had three players back there, and Bennett Payson takes the ball and he'll kick it back into play.
It's a pretty warm night. I imagine we'll see some cramping here by the end of the night.
Well, they did take a couple water breaks during the JV game, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him do the same here about halfway through. Millers steal the ball again. It looks like it's going to go over to Westfield on that.
Yeah, he's going to call a foul there. Ball's on the ground.
Millers bringing it up the field, but Shamrocks put it right back in. That one's going to roll out of bounds right about midfield. I think, Dan, so far in the first 5 minutes here, you're absolutely right. The Millers have been much more aggressive here in the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, Westfield's got their chance here now. They've at least got it down in this end.
Nathan Hewitt will inbound the ball. Trying to set up the deflection there. Could not quite get it to Agbo. Ayala took it back out high, and Colin Maris trying to get it set up. That one
own goal.
On goal, in the goal.
Own goal.
Who got that one, Dan? Did you see?
Right here, it's going to turn around. It hit the center back, and then I think it came off this back. Both of them hit their heads.
I did not see who scored that. They're crediting the goal to number 11, Francis Agbo.
No, I think that one's going to be an own goal. Number 3 is the last person that came off for Noblesville. And that was just bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happens when you get the ball in the box. You know, things start happening.
Miller's
there.
with a chance there, and
He spilled that one a little bit. He's not going to want to do that.
Payson just barely picked up that ball in time. Otherwise, the Millers would have had a wide open shot on the net. So what you're saying is that ball actually came deflected off of a Miller into the net.
It deflected off 2 of them. One hit in the head and went over to the other one's head.
Okay.
So it was 17 deflected off of Cochran, and then.
So do we give credit to anybody for the goal, or just the last person?
No,
who touched it,
it's an own goal.
Okay.
If it deflects off somebody in the middle there, that might be a little different.
Now, what was that term you called that?
Own goal.
On goal.
Own goal.
Own goal.
Yeah. Nice little header. Just didn't have any pace. Easy for the keeper to handle.
But anyway you look at it, the Shamrocks are out to a 1-0 lead here with 32:45 here in the first half. It's kind of strange how those things happen, Dan, because the Shamrocks have definitely been playing from behind as far as the aggressiveness in this game. The Millers have pretty much controlled it. We get a foul called there, I believe.
Yeah, it was on Palmer Alt. Pretty aggressive with that move. He's a good player.
So Clan Wheeler is going to put the ball in play for the Shamrocks. See if they can get a deflection in there and get it into the net again. Comes back the other direction. Gabe Imes cleared the ball for the Millers. That stays in bounds.
It's a good opportunity here. They got numbers.
See if the Millers can get back there. And
nice defensive play there.
Yeah, good defense. Were able to poke that ball away and deflect that out of the path of the goal. And Payson comes out and grabs the ball and will kick it back into play with 31-33 left in the first half.
They were exposed there at the back.
Here's Agbo again. I like the way he handles the ball. You can tell he is very good. He's very seasoned. He's a senior. 3 goals, 2 assists so far this season. Millers with an opportunity here, but they just could not get down there in time. And Bennett Payson comes scampering out of the goal to grab that and take it out of danger. Nice inbound kick there. He's going to end up rolling out of bounds. And I believe that will go over to the Millers, if I'm mistaken. Millers inbound the ball. Trying to get it down the field. You have a foul there, Dan?
No, he called it out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Miller had his hand in the middle of Green's back there.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like David Green. You couldn't read his number for the big hand on his back.
Pretty much standing right in front of Mark when he did it. So.
Cologne will put the ball in play. Back to Cologne again. Back over the midfield stripe. Agbo has got it. He's headed for the goal. He is quick, and what a nice sliding defensive move there by the Millers, Dan.
That was really nice play.
That was Drew Cochran, who just slid right in front of that ball and prevented Agbo from getting a breakaway on the net. Good defense there.
Hewitt on the throw in. Throws it down to Green.
Agbo gets it back for the Shamrocks.
gives it up.
Coming up on 29 minutes remaining here in the first half, 1-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. And what we are calling an own goal. Miller's trying to get set up and penetrate here. It looks like the Shamrocks have picked up the defense a little here, Dan.
Yeah, they're also handling this press pretty well.
In the middle. Oh, no shot off there. That was a good job by Cologne.
Oh, no way. He played that ball back to his own keeper there. So from the spot of where the keeper touches it, it's an indirect kick. So if you're smart, you just lay the ball down, kick it to your buddy, and knock it in the goal. But if you'll see, the keeper is holding onto the ball, so that can't happen. You can deflect it back to him, but you can't purposely hit it back to him.
So Adam Carter standing there in the Miller's net. We'll have to see how they set up for this, Dan. I did not see where that foul took place.
Well, it was just the act of him kicking it back becomes the foul.
Yeah, the two officials down on this end are across the field. I think they're discussing probably exactly where that ball has to go.
I'd say he was right inside the 6, but close, about where number 12 is there. He's calling the captains over.
What do you think the discussion is?
I'm not sure. It was a pretty obvious playback.
Well, while they're talking, let me remind you that celebrating 26 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specializes in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them, 317-773-7200, and visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay, Dan, it looks like we got a decision on what's going to happen here. What is your take on what's going on here, sir?
I have no idea. Looks like he's going to let him play it out. It looked to me like he straight played it back to him. I didn't see any deflection there.
Well, there was about a minute and a half discussion there before the officials got together with the captains, and
he sent the captains over to talk to
the coaches.
Coach Scanlon doesn't look too happy over the situation.
Well, if indeed Carter gets to put this ball in play, that really is a huge break for the Millers, isn't it?
Pretty much so, yep. Those are unfortunate plays because it's usually something where just somebody doesn't think for a second or so.
Kind of almost an accidental play, you could call it.
And if the keeper's not aware that it was kicked back by his own player, there, they're going to just drop the ball. He's going to kick it back to Westfield, and then Westfield will put it in play.
Shamrocks send it back to Bennett Payson. Payson was challenged a little bit there by the Noblesville.
Yeah, they'll definitely run at you.
Ball going to go back to the Millers on the far side of the field. 27-20 here in the first half. 1-0 in favor of the Shamrocks on a own goal at the 34-16 mark. Streaking down, one to beat there, and he can't beat him, and Payson gets out there and makes the stop, and he'll put the ball back in play. Bennett Payson's been pretty active back there, Dan.
Yeah, he's done just fine. He hasn't really been tested. There's not really been a tough opportunity for him.
Look at how quick Agbo is there, coming down there on Mejia.
Second Noblesville throw in.
Mm-hmm. Mejia will put the ball in play. Back to Mejia once again to set the offense. Tries to get it into the middle. Gets it to Alt. Alt looking for some help. Does not get it. And then the Shamrocks clear it out. Shot that goes over the goal.
Not a bad idea there.
Mm-hmm. Coming up on the 26-minute mark here in the first half, 1-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. You know, talk about that own goal. My son and I were watching the Chicago Blackhawks play the San Jose Sharks in San Jose many, many years ago. And the Blackhawks put one in their own net. And it just was one of those where it was supposed to be a clearing pass. It hit somebody's skate and went right back in the net.
It happens pretty frequently in soccer. It's not even the English Premier League, there's own goals. I didn't see anybody touch it. Maybe they did, but it sure looked like it was one Noblesville head to another and then in the goal.
We'll find out at halftime. We'll check with Andrew and see if they're going to, how they officially are going to credit that. Mejia setting things up, blocked by Ayala. Millers get it right back, trying to get the thing set up there in the middle.
Oh, great ball.
An opportunity here, and oh my, that was a great save by Bennett Payson.
Oh,
ball is still alive, but it goes over the net.
Chrisman with the shot there.
I thought the Millers were going to put one on the board there, Dan.
Yeah, I think
that was
the keeper
close.
Did too. He made a nice save there.
He did, made an excellent save. The young sophomore is earning his keep tonight. He has definitely shown that he's, at this point, up to the task.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Payson puts it back in play. Millers turn it around and hit it back toward
a little short on that goal kick.
Yeah. And we've got a foul called here, I believe. I think that was an elbow he called, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he had his arm in his back there.
Coming up on the 24-minute mark here in the first half. I'm Brad Silbert along with Dan Axe. Thank you for joining us wherever you are. Hope you're enjoying tonight's telecast of the Millers and the Shamrocks. Hoosier Crossroad Conference Soccer from Noblesville. Centered, but the Millers managed to kick it out of bounds. Colin Maris will put the ball in play for the Shamrocks. He centers it. Agbo with a kind of a reverse kick there. Missed the net altogether, but
good idea.
Great idea, but his athleticism. Look at him come after the ball there. He is quick.
He's a very skilled player.
Ayala trying to get it into the center, gets it to Wallace. David Green going after it, but the Millers intercept it. Header by Ben Wallace. That ball is probably going to go out of bounds, and it is going to remain in the possession of the Westfield Shamrocks. 1-0, 22:45 here in the first half. The visiting Westfield Shamrocks in the white jerseys with the green numerals are ahead of the Millers, who are wearing pink today. Another shot.
Not sure if that was on frame
yeah,
or
but
not.
It was close. It was close. And
close enough not to take a chance.
Yeah, Adam Carter makes a diving save. He'll kick the ball back into play here. Boy, he gets a good kick from there, doesn't he? That one went beyond the circle. Miller's trying to get something going here and get this game tied up.
Nice ball.
Mejia
Nice
with
dummy.
it. Tries to get it into the middle. He's got one to
And it's
beat,
a
and he's
goal.
got it.
Very nice.
So that would be an assist for Mejia. I'm trying to see who the player was who got that goal, Dan, but the Millers have tied this up at 21-58.
Miller goal, Drew Barnes. Assist from Mejia.
Number 4, Drew Barnes. He picks up his second goal of the season.
Very timely. About halfway through the half here.
That was just that was kind of almost a picture-perfect goal, the way that got set up.
And he just beat the keeper on the wide side.
Payson really didn't have a whole lot of chance on that.
No.
So we're back tied again. As Adam Carter comes out of the net, putting the ball back in play. Back to the action.
Be a throw in on the far side for Westfield.
It'll be Colin Maris to put the ball in play.
Nice throw.
Mm-hmm. Millers take it away. Got some numbers here. Got a 2-on-3, now a 2-on-2. And nice job there by number 8, Nathan Hewitt, for the Millers to take, or for the Shamrocks to take the opportunity away from the Millers. Ball goes out of bounds. The Millers will throw it in. David Green bringing it down. Agbo right there in the middle. If they could get it to him, he would have a nice shot, but could not get to it. Shamrocks will retain possession. Declan Wheeler will put the ball back in play.
Dangerous ball.
Yep.
Dangerous ball.
Agbo went after the ball, and so did Adam Carter, and Adam Carter came down with the ball.
Helps when you're a head taller than everybody else out
Yeah,
there.
he's, I would say he's a good foot taller than Agbo.
Yeah.
That height definitely gave the Millers the advantage on that one. Carter was just able to jump, and Agbo just could not out-jump him. Under 20 minutes here in the first half, 1-1. Millers and the Shamrocks. Here on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners and Noblesville Trophies. Thanks for joining us tonight. Wherever you are, however you're joining us, if you're joining us via the internet. Opportunity.
What a
oh,
great
no.
flick.
Oh,
That
man.
was nice.
That was a nice deflection there, and Carter was really on the ball. He's had to make a couple nice saves here in the last couple minutes, Dan.
Yeah.
Once again, he gets off a very good kick. But the Shamrocks put it right back across the center line.
Oh. Got a foul right there, number 20.
It's gonna
Ben
go,
Wallace.
Yeah, Ben Wallace, a junior midfielder.
Hey, let's go, Drew. Come on, bud.
Abe Imes kicks the ball back into play. Trying to get it centered here, see if they can get a deflection, but they can't, but it's still centered. Another shot. Oh, there's a goal.
Sure is.
Great job there by the Millers on the second chance.
He deflected it up in the air and it couldn't get over. That's
So
a second goal, I believe.
39. Was that Drew Barnes again?
I think so.
That is his second goal. The first one came just a little bit over 3 minutes ago to tie the game up, and now Barnes has put the Millers up by 1 here with 18:39 remaining in the first half. That was a nice goal there, Dan. That ball went back and forth. Initial save was made, but then rebounds will get you in so many sports like that. Soccer
Yeah, he
and
made a
hockey,
good
it's
initial
always,
stop.
Yeah, it's always it seems like a lot of times, especially in soccer and hockey, it's that second shot that gets you. Well, this is probably going to give the Millers a little bit of a boost in confidence here, Dan, because they were looking a little bit down when they had, when they were down 1-0 there.
And it was early.
Mm-hmm. Took them 13 minutes to tie the game up, and then another 3 minutes or so to take the lead, but they do have a 2-1 lead now. Here come the Shamrocks. Ayala in the center, gets a shot off, could not get it over to Agbo. Agbo was over there to his left. Would have had a nice clean shot had he been able to get it to him.
Yeah, he had Green to the right, too.
Mm-hmm. Got a foul called there, Dan. And that is going to go against the Millers.
Well, this could be dangerous.
Yeah, that's
Declan Wheeler. He can put a ball in there.
Mm-hmm. Only 2 Shamrocks behind the ball now. And Carter once again uses his height and grabs that ball out of midair.
Can't coach height. He's got it.
You know, Dan, he's almost as tall Tony Euler, our athletic director here at Noblesville. We've referred to him as Tall Tony for many, many years. And I don't know if it's because he's so tall or he tells so many tall tales.
Not going there.
Tony and his staff here, one of the great people. The Millers with the ball, trying to extend this lead. They're ahead 2-1 here with 16:25 remaining in the first half. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. And I believe the Shamrocks will get that one out of bounds.
Yeah, he just put it away there. I think he was unsure if he had numbers behind him.
Another good opportunity for the Shamrocks here from the side. Looks like he's going to David Green, looking for Green to try to center the ball. And Millers take it away from Green. They're hustling right down the sideline there, but Van Axe is going back for the Shamrocks, and foul called on that one.
Not sure there was a foul there. It looked kind of like he just stepped on the ball. That's what he's chatting about there.
I think he saw that hand a little bit close there. It may have actually been on the back. 15:25 remaining first half. Millers up by 1 here in a Hoosier Crossroad Conference game between the Millers and the Shamrocks. Agbo's got the ball for the Shamrocks. He's trying to get it set up. Over to Ben Wallace. Wallace brings it out high. Ayala's with it. Shamrocks trying to get something set up in the middle there, but that aggressive Noblesville defense is keeping them out of the middle there, Dan. Good job of defense there by the Millers. It's Colin Todd on the ball there. He does a nice job on defense there, doesn't he?
I think he got a little frustrated there, the Westfield player.
Shamrocks will put the ball back in play. Millers send it right back down the field on a doubleheader. Shamrocks get it right back. That's Ayala with the ball. He trips over Colin Cates. No call on that because Cates was already down on the ground when Ayala went over him. Agbo. Oh, dangerous situation there because Carter just deflected that ball. And fortunately for the Millers, they get the Shamrocks get called for an offside. If they'd have been onside on that and able to get to that ball, they might have had an open net.
I think they did have an open net.
It was pretty wide open there. Carter's going to put the ball in play.
holding this back for something.
I think he's going to have him put it on the line there, isn't he? Because he was a good 10 feet beyond the line when he kicked that ball.
Well, it would be from the point of the offside, so he can be outside the box.
Yeah, yeah.
Should be in the middle of the field. That's where he called it.
And that's basically, down the field about this, except it's further. Now they're having to move it back farther.
An awful lot of time on
trying to get this set up right.
It's not basketball.
Miller's with the ball, hustling after it, trying to get things set up. It's Spencer Holland for the Millers, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Miller substitution. Number 11, Brendan Fisher.
Oh, that's one of the first substitutions in this game, Dan.
Not been many.
No, there haven't. 12:30 left in the first half.
Like a corner down there.
Still 85 degrees here in Noblesville here at 7:48 p.m. I think we're back in the dog days of summer.
I don't know. There's no lightning. That's the best part.
Yep. Got lots of moonshine out there in the southeast sky. That one goes out of bounds. The Shamrocks will retain possession. Put the ball back in play. Van Arks. He's tripped. And here's the call. I'd like to thank our great Hamilton County Television technical crew. Will Wofford, producer-director today. Lucas LeCain up on the camera. And, of course, our executive producer, Jim Wofford. Thanks to everybody for all their technical support tonight. Nice header there to clear that out, Dan.
Got a tall center back, a tall forward, and a tall keeper.
Mm-hmm. Miller's trying to get it back into Shamrock territory. Have had a little trouble getting across the center line here this time. They finally get it down there. Shamrock send it right back. Possible opportunity here for the Millers with Holland over on the side. He gets the ball back, and he's going to bring it back out to Mejia. Mejia gets it set back over to Holland on the side. Holland looking to get that centering pass. He does, but it goes back to the side again. There's a shot that sails well over the net.
Probably trying to cross that ball there, and he just got away from it.
Yep.
Number 9, Kyle Goad.
I don't think he really intended that as a shot on goal. I think he just got the angle he hit it at, just put it out of bounds. I think he wanted to try to get that into the center there.
About 10 minutes left.
2-1 in favor of the Millers. And what I would say has been a pretty evenly contested game. It's kind of going back and forth. The momentum is going back and forth. Shamrocks drive it deep into the Miller zone, and Carter comes out, makes the play, puts the ball back in play on the far side of the field. Miller's looking to get further, drive deeper into the Shamrock zone.
Alt on the overlap here.
Yeah, looking to try to get somebody crossing. Get it into the middle again. Shot. That one's deflected before it gets to the goaltender. Millers get it right back. Colin Todd got it. Sam Greenaway with the ball off of, looks like that one went off Agbo. Miller's inbound the ball. Digging there. Looks like we may have Looks like Jack Miller went down. He went down pretty hard, but it looks like he's going to be, he's jumping right back up. Referee over there talking to him. It looks like he's going to stay in the game, Dan.
Yeah, I don't think he was hurt too much there. I think he just kind of got his feet caught up with the ball underneath.
Maybe got
him.
a little bit of the wind knocked out of him for a moment there.
Just a good chance to take a second. So he drops the ball, and the ball goes back to the Millers.
Adam Carter will put it back in play here. 8:31 left here in the first half.
Those little touches are nice when they work, and when they don't work, not so good.
Drew Barnes with both of the Miller goals so far in this match. Max Van Arks puts the ball down into Miller territory.
Green's got nice speed.
Yes, he does. Green trying to dig that ball out of there, and it's going for the corner, but it's still inbounds. Now it's finally knocked out of bounds, and it looks like it went off Green, and the ball will go back to the Millers from just above the corner.
Pretty good defending down there. Noblesville really good at getting that second person in. It's a good game. Both teams trying hard.
Got a turnover here. I didn't see a foul, but apparently there was some kind of a foul called, Dan, because the ball is going to go back to the Millers.
You're right about where he's at there.
Big field to follow all the action.
Well, he's right in front of the AR there, so he's got a pretty easy call.
Miller's taking it down the far side. Once again, trying to get things set up. Both of their goals came within about 3 minutes of each other. The 21:58 mark and the 18:39 mark of this first half. With just under 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Not very much of a breeze out there tonight either, Dan. So these kids are probably working up a pretty good sweat tonight.
Looking at that flag, I don't think there's any breeze out there.
I don't understand what happened there. Carter just kicked that ball and kicked it straight out of bounds, and going to give the Shamrocks a chance to get something set up here.
This guy can throw it pretty well too. Into the box.
Millers get the ball back, but Brady Derlick put it back in the zone.
It's going to be a good opportunity here for Westfield now.
They'll set up just a little bit above halfway into the Miller zone, but these are the dangerous ones on that deflection, aren't they?
I'd say they're about 35 yards out. He's pretty straight on. I think Noblesville's got working for him. They get some tall backs there that can give
Does
you a
he
lot
go
of
for
cover.
the goal or go for a deflection?
I think you go for deflecting it with that guy
Millers,
back there.
The Millers get the ball. We're going to have a one-on-one here coming down the field. That was Colin Cates for the Millers. That ball is going to end up going out of bounds, but the Millers will retain possession deep in the Shamrock zone. Almost all the way back into the corner. We have a substitution here, 2 substitutions. Miller's getting some fresh legs back in there, Dan.
Yeah, you get about 5 minutes. You can kind of extend that half this way.
Owen Mejia came back in, and I didn't see who the other player was that came back in. It may have been, I thought it might have been Jack Miller, but I don't think he ever went out. Maybe it was Colin Cates. 4:39 left in the half. The Millers would like nothing better now than to put another goal on the board, where Shamrocks would like to have this thing tied at halftime, Dan.
He's going to call throw in there.
Mejia trying to get the Millers set up. Agbo was after him. Green with the ball. Agbo coming down. He may have a shot here. He's trying to get something set up here, looking for the trailer.
I haven't seen Agbo touch the ball with his left foot yet. Everything he's done has been to the right.
Has it?
Allows that Noblesville player to overplay there.
Yep. So Adam Carter will put the ball back in play with 3:48 here in the first half. Will the Millers be satisfied to try to hold on to this 1-goal lead going into the half, or will they play aggressively? I know that Westfield, it looks like they're trying to do everything they can to get another goal on the board and try to tie it up.
I think they'll try to get another goal here.
Millers setting it up. One guy to beat. That's going to end up going out of bounds. And
got a corner.
I believe that's going to stay with the Millers, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah.
Good opportunity coming here on the corner kick, right?
Yeah, I think it's Himes going to take it.
Gabe Himes, one of 6 or 7 seniors on this Miller squad. Miller
Nice
set
ball,
it up in the middle.
nice
Oh
ball.
my! They just couldn't get the shot off. And did that get out of bounds? I believe it did, didn't it? Or didn't? No, it did not. Miller still have the ball. Now the Shamrocks get it back and clear it towards center. Green coming to try to get it. Green's got one behind him, 2 in front of him. Nice bit of defense there by Drew Cochran to poke that ball away.
Way to stay with it.
Ayala got it over to Wallace. Millers bring it up. Brendan Fisher chasing it down, but
could have been dangerous there.
Yeah, Bennett Payson gets to the ball, and he'll put it back in play with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Agbo, nice turnaround there. He's going straight for the goal. He's got a clear shot now. Let's see what he's able to do here, Dan. He's got it out front, and he got tripped.
There's a penalty kick.
That'll stop the clock.
1:34.
And give Agbo the chance for the penalty kick.
Looks like Green's going to take it.
What is that, about 10 yards out there in front of the goal? 10, 15 yards?
12.
Will he just take a shot on this, Dan, or will he go?
No, he can't. He's got it. He gets one touch.
One touch.
If the ball hits the frame and comes back to him, he can't score from there either. Another player can, but it has to touch somebody else, or he can hit it.
Could be a turning point in this game as David Green gets set. He kicks. Wow! What a job by Adam Carter.
Nice save. He didn't get all that ball when he hit it there, but that still was a pretty decent shot.
That ball went to his left, to Green's right, and
that's going to hurt before half, too.
Yeah, that's got to give the Millers some momentum now.
Miller substitution, number 24, Brian Diaz.
Brian Diaz, a senior midfielder, comes in. A little bit of coaching strategy here to maybe give some of the starters just a few more seconds of rest here at halftime, right? Dan?
Absolutely. Makes a big difference. And you're a little more anxious to get back in the game. Not that you wouldn't be, but you see the other people come off, you're ready to go.
About 40 seconds here in the half.
I tell you, that Green's had a good game. It's a tough
Miller's
deal there.
chasing after the ball. Cologne sent it out of bounds, and the Millers will put it back in play with about 20 seconds here in the half. Looks like the
Put it out there.
Shamrocks may have one more try here.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Shamrocks trying to get another shot on goal, and they are not, and that is the way the first half is going to end. So after 40 minutes, Dan, 2-1 in favor of the Millers. Your thoughts on this first half?
Hard-played game. They're both going after it. Look forward to a good second half.
We'll be back with the second half after these messages from our sponsor.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville. Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to White River Elementary School. I'm Brad Silbert along with Dan Axe. And Dan, we have looked over that replay, and it looks like that goal that we thought was an own goal there at 34-16. It looks like Francis Agbo did get his head on the ball.
Looked like he slid in right behind him there.
So we are going to credit Agbo with his fourth goal of the season for the Shamrocks. We're about a minute away from the second half here, Dan. This first half kind of went back and forth a couple times. It looked like the Millers came out to begin with the momentum in their favor, and then about 5 minutes into the game was when Agbo scored that goal. And then after that, things shifted definitely over toward the Shamrocks. But then about 13, 14 minutes later, the Millers took it right back in their hands.
Absolutely. And then that missed PK or the saved PK there right toward the end of the half, that's got to be demoralizing for Westfield.
We'll talk about the effort of both of these goaltenders so far today. It's been exemplary.
Yeah, it's been really, really good. These are two talented keepers. We can understand why this young man's been put in here by Westfield. He looks pretty good back there.
Yeah, and the Millers really started testing him right off the bat.
Yeah, high press, looked good. And here we go.
Millers with the initial possession of the second half, driving it deep, trying to get something set up. But once again, it's David Green back there. Green normally more of an offensive player. Well, he is about. I misread the number, Dan.
There you go.
It was Ben Wallace who was back there. My mistake. Shot, no deflection.
Ooh.
Millers turn around, shoot it, and go to the right of the net.
I think they were looking for a handball there on Noblesville when that ball came out.
I thought that was initially David Green who'd gotten that ball down there deep in the Miller territory, but as I look at it now, it looks like it was probably number 20, Ben Wallace.
You've got to be careful on those that everybody doesn't stop playing because the referee hasn't blown a whistle.
Now, why do we have a defender put that ball in play there, Dan?
Don't know. Either he might have an issue with his leg or he doesn't have that much of a kick. His earlier balls that he hit from down here
didn't carry that much.
No, they were not that strong.
I'd like to thank our host and hostess here at Noblesville High School, Andrew Trissler from the Noblesville High School Athletic Department, and Jane Stewart, just our scoreboard operator. Thanks to them for all of their assistance, and every once in a while we turn over to one of them and go, what happened? They do get the information for us, and we greatly appreciate it. And Andrew was kind enough to send us all the rosters and everything today, so we had all the information that we needed to be able to bring you folks the game tonight. Miller's trying to get it over the center midfield line. Finally do get it into Shamrock territory down there in the corner. Miller's trying to drop back, get it centered, and try to get a shot on goal here. The Millers with a 2-goal lead here. Shamrocks had an excellent opportunity and a penalty kick here just before the end of the half. And here comes a breakaway. That is number 27, David Green. Green going in on the goal, and a sliding save by Adam Carter. Fortunately for Carter, there were no other Shamrocks back. Otherwise, they probably would have had a goal in the rebound, Dan.
Yeah, he came out there and took the angle away from him, kept the ball low, and that was right where he wanted it. Got a great almost full moon out there tonight.
Mm-hmm. Maybe at some time when we have a stoppage tonight, we can get Lucas to give us a shot of the moon here.
Nice settle.
Shot. Miller's managed to get it back downfield, but the Shamrocks put it right back down toward the end. And that one's going to be last touched by the Shamrocks. So the Millers will put the ball in play with Adam Carter on the kick.
Yeah, it looks like
Carter with a good, strong kick makes it all the way past the midfield line.
She won't mind at all, Richard.
36 minutes remaining in this match. Millers with a slim 1-goal lead. Both teams have had some great opportunities here. Been a good exhibition by the goaltenders tonight, Dan.
The last throw-in was almost an illegal throw there. I wouldn't be surprised if he calls him on that.
That one's going to go out of
Nope.
bounds. And Shamrocks are going to make sure that ball wasn't going to come back in. And Adam Carter will kick the ball back into play for the Millers.
Big kick.
Yep. Almost to the midfield line again, but picked up by Ben Wallace. But the Millers take the ball back, and Carter drills it down toward the midfield line again. Picked up by Chrisman. Chrisman's got
ball.
2 to beat
great
there.
Ball.
Let's see what they can do here. If they can get a shot, and it just goes wide.
It was close.
Yep, close. Millers with a good opportunity there, but they just could not capitalize on it, Dan. Millers with the ball back once again. That's Ayala who had it. He puts it into the center there. There's Agbo on the far side of the field. Agbo ball handling, trying to get things centered. Carter comes out and takes the angle away and makes the save.
He did take him left that time.
Mm-hmm. Carter with another big kick, well across the midfield stripe. Wow. That ball is still rolling. Miller's trying to get it set up in the middle. Got a couple men back. Here comes a shot. Deflected. Did not even get near the goal, but Miller's trying to reset once again. Shamrocks trying to get that ball back and get it out of danger. And Miller's, I can't tell who that was. I think it was, may have been Cates, just lost his footing.
Probably starting to get a little dew out there this time.
Yeah, yep. And it's hot and it's humid out there. Back toward the middle. There's Agbo with the ball.
Westfield has numbers here.
Mm-hmm.
Noblesville's not gotten back.
Comes Ayala, shot just over the net. Was that on goal, Dan?
It's a good effort. Yeah, I think it was high.
It was high, but I couldn't tell from our angle that that was on net or to the right. Carter once again setting up for the kick to kick the ball into play. Boy, he gets a lot of foot into that, regardless of whether it's a free kick or a
You're going to kick it a little bit farther with a punt, but he knocked that ball off the ground.
Agbo back in the corner trying to get things set up for the Shamrocks. Sends it back out to Wallace. Wallace bringing it in. Centered.
Nice ball.
Green with the header. And Carter comes out and takes the ball out of danger for the Millers. He's going to wait for the Millers to get back on offense. And once again, a tremendous kick by Adam Carter. That should have been a foul, yep. Van Arks did a good job of taking down Palmer Alt there. I think he just kind of got that elbow around him and just kind of yanked him. He didn't pull him down, but he just got that elbow and that arm over his shoulder and brought him down. Miller's with an opportunity here, Dan. How are we going to set this one up?
I'm going to say he's going to send him in from the right side. He'll probably put a ball over there. I don't think he's going to shoot on goal from there.
Cates with the kick.
Nope, he did.
Yep, but there was nobody there to deflect it at all.
It's an easy save.
And Bennett Payson came out of the net and made the save. Now Payson with the punt, he got a nice kick off. He got a nice kick that time. Miller's once again with the ball, putting it back into.
He let it run and it ran out.
Yep, into the Shamrock zone, but the ball goes out of bounds. I think that was last touched by Harrison Chrisman.
Yeah.
Colin Maris puts the ball in play. Ayala trying to get it down the field. He does. Quite a little bit of offense and defense there between the Millers and the Shamrocks down there toward the corner.
Still got a lot of time to score a lot of goals here.
Coming up on 30 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this match. Line judge coming out to say something to somebody here.
I think he's just walking off the 10 yards.
Oh, okay.
They were kind of stalling him out there. That's a long 10 yards. He just walked off.
Jordan Donsky puts the ball into play. Tries to get the deflection. Does not get it. Agbo was going for the header, and he did not get it. Ball goes out of bounds. And once again, Adam Carter will have the opportunity to put the ball back in play. 2-1 in favor of the Noblesville Millers, ahead of HCC and crosstown rival Westfield. You know, the HCC is not only a great conference, there's such good rivalries here. Everybody's so close.
Yes. You got top schools all near each other.
Thursday night, we'll have volleyball from the Mill as the Shamrocks come in to play volleyball with the Millers. We'll be on the air for the JV match on that, and then varsity starting about 7 o'clock. That's Thursday evening here on Hamilton County Television. Friday night, our feature game of the week will be the Noblesville Millers traveling over to Westfield and playing the Shamrocks at Riverview Health Field. Also, don't forget we've got game day, and we're going to feature all 4 Hoosier Crossroad Conference games on game day this weekend. We'll have Brownsburg at Avon, Franklin Central at Zionsville, Fishers entertaining the Hamilton Southeastern Royals for the Mudsock Award. All those courtesy our friends at the Indiana SRN for the Franklin Central Zionsville game. Fishers Sports Network for the Hamilton Southeastern.
I think we're going to see a card here.
Yes, I saw him call the timeout, and it looks like he's going for the card there. That was kind of a blatant move, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Fishers Sports Network will be bringing you the Fishers HSE game at Fishers. So a lot of exciting football coming up Friday night. All Hamilton or all Hoosier Crossroad Conference.
He didn't card him. He didn't card him. Coach Scanlon's over there asking him why, and I think he just invited Coach Scanlon to have a seat.
Looked like things looked like it was getting a little rough out there for a second, so I would imagine if there's any more of that, the cards will probably come out. Shamrocks with it. Carter takes it on the fly.
He doesn't invite anybody running at him either. He's
no,
so
he does
big.
Not. Oh, what a kind of a miscue there for the Millers as Harrison Chrisman thought he was going to have that ball and have an opportunity downfield, but I think he turned and was looking downfield before he before the ball got to him, and it hit him going out of bounds.
He's called a foul there.
Looks like we might have some substitutions there on the side coming in. Referee going back and talking, had something to say to Adam Carter. Millers clear it once again. Here's an opportunity for the Millers as they've got a clear breakaway right now. Let's see what happens here. There's a shot and a sliding block there.
It was well defended.
Yep.
Well defended off the ball, too. That other Barnes had a pretty good run there.
Mm-hmm. He certainly did. Almost had his third goal of the night. Ayala down in the corner trying to get centered. Does so. Shot, missed. Miller's take it back out. Another one into the middle. Shot, no deflection. The deflection came off the Millers back out high. Here come the Millers down the field once again. Is that Barnes bringing that down again, Dan? It looks like.
Barnes making the run to the goal there.
Oh, my. Another nice centering pass, but just could not get it off in time. Miller's trying to get the thing centered, and they can't. Colin Todd goes to straighten things out, and the ball comes back to the Shamrocks.
This is end-to-end soccer here right now.
Yeah. Wallace has not given up the ball yet. A sliding block there, and the Millers take it out of danger. That was a great
nice.
end-to-end action there by Ben Wallace. An equally nice sliding block there, too, by the Millers. Into the middle. Agbo was trying to get it off of his head, but he couldn't. Shamrocks put it back out toward the center. Millers take it back again. Miller's on the move.
Nice pressure here.
Oh, boy. If it wasn't for Alex Cologne being back, Millers could have had a breakaway there. A lot of end-to-end action here in the last few minutes, Dan.
These guys got to be getting tired.
Yeah. Agbo to Wallace. Tried to get the thing centered. Agbo with the ball. Miller's take it away.
Nice step.
Ben Wallace a little slow to get up there for the Shamrocks. Coming up in 24 minutes left in this match. No scoring here in the second half yet. Nice, excellent defensive move there by Drew Barnes.
I think that's the right word here on the scoring.
That's Alex Colomb who did that. I had the wrong team. The Millers in their pink jerseys tonight for Pink Night. Shamrocks in their white and green, deflected very high. Set up once again.
Nice
That's
touch.
Wallace. Wallace takes a shot.
Westfield substitution, number 3, Declan Wheeler. And for the Millers, number 7, Garrett Pointer.
Garrett Pointer comes in, a junior.
And number 24, Brian Diaz Villalobos.
Just at the 23-minute mark remaining here in the first half. A 2-1 lead for the Millers. All the scoring coming in the first half. A goal by Francis Agbo at the 34-16 mark gave the Shamrocks their only lead of the night. Drew Barnes tied it up at the 21-minute mark. 3 minutes later at the 18-minute mark, Barnes scored again to give the Millers the lead. Bennett Payson. That's a good, respectable kick there, Dan.
Somebody need to get a touch on that, though, before it got to the ground.
Yeah,
he's called a foul in there.
Looks like David Green is going to set that one up. Nope, it's going to go back to, nope, Green's going down the field. Is that Van Arks? Nope, that's not Van Arks. That's Jordan Donsky coming over to put the ball in play for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks need to get something going here, Dan. try to get a deflection. They don't. It was a little bit high over the players outside of the goal there. And Adam Carter dove for the ball and made another save. Carter with another big kick.
He's made some big kicks, but they're not really winning the ball down here at this end. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts distributing the ball out to the side a little bit and just keep control. They've got a 1-goal lead now.
Yeah. There's a foul called on the Shamrocks. Miller's put the ball back into play. Shamrocks take it away from him. Miller's take it right back. Shamrocks get it back again. They got some numbers coming down here. See what they can get set up. Blocked, but the Shamrocks come back with it. Shamrocks. Ayala went down, but I think he tripped over. He kind of dove. I guess. I think that's a little more accurate, Dan. He kind of dove over the
maybe so
Miller defender. A good no call by the referee on that one. Millers have got the ball on the far side. What the Millers really need to do, there's a foul call on a trip. That'll go back to the Shamrocks. Just amazes me in this sport that with the lack of protection that these players have, that there aren't more serious injuries.
Boy, you get such mass and speed.
Yeah.
Makes it tough.
They are running into each other all the time. Many, many times at full speed.
Sometimes it's the ground, but anymore, most of these fields are pretty well lubricated, so they stay softer.
Shamrocks put it in play. Carter does a nice job of coming out of the net there, right in front of a Shamrock forward.
If you went back about 10 or 15 years, these fields were just hard as rocks.
Yeah. Millers may have an opportunity here. They've got it. Centered. Nice bit of defense there by the Shamrocks.
Very nice both ways.
I think that was Colin Maris who had the defensive play there for the Shamrocks. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it will go over to the Shamrocks, and Colin Maris will put the ball in play. Maris gets it well downfield. Millers get a foot onto it and deflect it back. Drew Barnes back there. Barnes coming up to the net. Got 2 to beat. Shot just off of the top crossbar. Will they get another shot off? No.
That was a heck of a shot.
Yeah. Payson and his best friend, that crossbar, Dan.
Yep.
Goaltenders love that crossbar, don't they? The Millers will put it in play deep in Shamrock territory. 18-12. Ball goes out of bounds. This time it'll be the Shamrocks putting it in play.
Got a player cramping up back there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just noticed that he was stretching out a little bit there.
About that time. 17, 18 left.
Still 82 degrees here in Noblesville.
But it's nice and cool here in the Noblesville booth.
Yes. Thanks to Andrew getting out here and getting the cooling running for us. It's been very comfortable for us tonight. Miller's trying to get the ball back downfield, and are they going to be able to keep it inbounds? No. Colin Todd tried to chase that down. Shamrock's putting the ball in play. Miller's chasing it down once again, but the Shamrocks will retain possession. Colin Maris will inbound the ball for the Shamrocks. Millers get it back. There's a trip. Ayala pleading his case with the referee, but obviously it's not going to do any good.
Yeah, I think that ship sailed.
Adam Carter will take a ground kick here. You could almost get a shot on goal from there, Dan. Jordan Donsky.
They haven't won one of these balls down this way. I'm surprised they continue that. No, he can kick the ball a long way, but they're giving it right back. That one went out of bounds, so they're going to be fortunate there.
16:10 on the clock. Millers with a 2-1 lead. All the scoring coming in the first half. Francis Agbo led off the scoring for the Shamrocks at the 34-16 mark. Drew Barnes at 21:58 and 18:39 to give the Millers the lead. Here comes Ben Wallace.
A 3-on-2 here.
Oh. Shot that goes over the net.
It's a good idea, but it's a deflection, and it's going to be a corner.
Once again, that's I can't see who that is. I think it's
Ayala, I think, isn't it?
I thought it was Max Van Arks who was stretching there, number 5.
Oh. Ball's pretty deep, all the way out to the 18.
Here comes Ayala back to
Ayala.
Take it. Nice kick defense there. Comes Garrett Pointer down. Gets over to Palmer Alt. Miller's trying to get something set up here. Barnes. He's offsides. Oh, boy. Barnes, if he had been onside, he probably wouldn't have had a shot if he had been onside, but
I don't know.
I think close.
I think he had a pretty good opportunity there.
He did. He did.
I think the keeper's eyes were pretty big.
Miller's setting it up once again, and the Shamrocks get it back to the midfield stripe. Back into the middle. Garrett Pointer. Oh, my.
That was well done.
Once again, Drew Barnes is probably saying, what's it going to take for me to get another goal? He's had a couple of opportunities.
That's a good ball into him.
Ayala did a nice job of taking that ball away from Pointer, but Pointer got it right back. Gets it set up.
Back.
See what the Millers can do here. Shot.
He's going to want that one back because
Yeah.
he got that where he wanted it.
He shot that a good 20 feet to the right of the net, and I think he was trying to set it up in the middle, but just did not get the shot off right. Elliot Douthit is going to take the kick for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks get it down the field. One man back. That's Donsky.
And he missed it.
Oh, my. Woo-wee. That was close, Dan.
Nearly a gift.
Mm-hmm. He almost had a wide open net there to shoot at. Carter just couldn't take advantage of his size in that one.
Offside.
So the ball was last touched there near the midfield stripe. Colin Maris to put it back in play for the Rocks. All the way down the field, see if they can get a deflection. The deflection goes to the Millers. It's cleared out of danger from the goal. Millers still seem to be looking for a scoring opportunity, Dan, but it looks like they're playing it. If they get the opportunity, obviously they're going to go for it, but I think they're trying to make sure that they don't screw up here and leave the Shamrocks with an opportunity. Right into the middle there, deflected away by the Shamrocks. The Millers get it right back again. Imes sends it down the far side. Millers with the ball, poked out of bounds by the Shamrocks. Millers will put the ball in play just about 5 yards from the corner. 11:37 on the clock. Still 2-1 here in the second half.
Nice ball.
Centering shot. That one is blocked by the Shamrocks. Shamrocks trying to get something set up. Donsky with the ball, trying to feed it down the field. Had a Shamrock back, but could not get it to him. That one's going to go out of bounds, and who's that going to go to? I think that's going to go to the Millers.
Yep. 11 minutes.
We have an injury on the field. He's sick. Oh my, he's got some cramps and some stomach cramps there. I can't see who that is.
Be a good time for everybody to get a water break here, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
26. Or 16. 16.
It was 16 on the Shamrocks, which is Brady Derlick. He just went down on his hands and knees and just...
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Doing a little bit of sanitary cleanup out there right now. Well, we got a moment. Let me remind you that Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Remember, you can follow them on Facebook and on Twitter. Remember, Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. If you have any questions, contact Community Health, 317-355-7775, or check out their website, www.ecommunity.com. Looks like we're just about ready to go back to action here, Dan. 10 minutes, 46 seconds remaining here in the half. Strategically, how do these coaches set things up now at this point with the score the way it is?
Well, I think they keep playing. You still got over 10 minutes. A lot can happen here. Wouldn't pack this in just yet.
It appears as though the Millers are going to have the ball over here on the near side of the field.
Fishers is up 1-0 on HSE in the boys' mud sock at halftime.
Okay, we are ready to go back to action here, I believe.
Let's see.
Oh, they're still doing some more cleanup on the field here. Putting some water on things to dilute things. Well, while they're doing that, let's remind you that since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call, 317-773-2190, or visit their website, www.cchalaw.com. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim. Once again, coming up Friday night, we will have one of the Mud Sock games, courtesy of the Fishers Sports Network. Be able to see it through Hamilton County Television, through our website. We'll also be over at Westfield for the Shamrocks and the Millers playing football over at Riverview Health Stadium coming up Friday night at 7 o'clock. We also have volleyball action this week. This is a big week for sports.
Big week.
On Hamilton County Television. We are ready to go back to action, and we are back to play.
Hope that young man feels better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hate to see anybody either get hurt or fall ill, but I've got to believe that the weather, the warmth and the humidity has got a lot to do with, probably a lot to do with his ailment. Maybe he just didn't keep quite hydrated enough. Shamrocks trying to get back into this one, trying to get it all tied up. We have a stoppage here. Shamrocks will put it back in play. Both teams setting up to resume play. Under 10 minutes now. Still 2-1 in favor of the Millers.
Pretty good chance here. Nice ball in.
Oh, boy.
Couldn't get his foot on it.
Yeah, I think that was Colin Maris, who, if he'd have been able to get his foot on that, probably would have had a pretty good shot on the net, Dan.
He's in a tough spot where he put that ball.
Yeah. Of course, they practice those things, but then they also practice defending those things, too.
Yes, they do.
Shamrocks put the ball right back down, and they get the possession back in. Ayala with the ball. I think that was last touched by Mejia. No, it wasn't. It was last touched by the Millers. What have we got? What have we got going on down there, Dan? What is the referee doing? Can you tell?
Not really sure.
It looks like he's awarded a goal shot. Oh,
that was a good opportunity.
Yeah,
really good. And he's got a corner out of it.
But once again, the Shamrocks are going to retain possession in the corner. The Millers hurrying up to get back. The clock goes down to 8 minutes and 10 seconds.
Shamrock showed playing short there. Noblesville got over there. Oh, here we go. He's going to walk this right in and chip it. And there's your third goal. Well played.
So Drew Barnes, I couldn't see who passed him the ball, who got the assist, but a beautiful setup on that, Dan.
7:48 left.
Well, that's going to make things a little bit more desperate now for the Shamrocks.
And a lot easier for Noblesville.
Do the Millers adopt kind of a play to not lose?
Yeah, they'll start letting the air out of the ball here, I think. You got another one over there bending out, stretching his legs out. Westfield's going to have some urgency here. They'll probably have to send another player or two forward. And as you see when that happens, it opens things up in the back for Noblesville.
Yeah.
And Barnes sure can finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did a great job of not hurrying that shot and just getting it set up right.
A great little chip.
Yep. Nice opportunity there for the Shamrocks that, unfortunately for them, they were not able to capitalize on. That one goes out of bounds, but the Shamrocks retain possession. Trying to get it set up, get it into the middle to get somebody to get that shot on goal. There it goes into the middle, deflected the other direction. And the Millers with a header bring it back out toward midfield. Back and forth on the headers. Barnes is after it. 1-on-2. That one goes all the way back to Bennett Payson, and he'll put it back in play. Under 7 minutes remaining here in this one between the Millers and the Shamrocks. Millers with a 2-goal lead now at 3-1. All 3 goals off the foot of Drew Barnes. Good game for him tonight, Dan. And he had a couple of other opportunities that were good, too.
Yeah,
Millers
he did.
with a good possibility right here. Into the middle. There's Barnes
He's
again.
off. No, he's not. He's on.
Was that Barnes who got that again?
I think so.
Miller goal. Drew Barnes.
Number 4 for Drew Barnes.
You score 4 goals in a conference game. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's amazing. The 6:21 mark. About a minute and 20 seconds after he scored the last one. So the Millers, after spotting the Shamrocks, a 1-0 lead at the 34-16 mark of the opening half, came back here with vengeance and put 2 in the first half, and Drew Barnes has put 2 more in here in the second half, and he's got the hat trick plus 1.
Going to take him out.
And he's going to leave the game, much to the delight of the Miller faithful here. Gets a good hand from the crowd, which he definitely deserves.
You score against your crosstown rival, and then you end up with a hat trick and another one.
Yeah, hat trick plus 1.
It's a pretty good night.
Mm-hmm. Miller's on the offensive once more. They're not giving up. And the Shamrocks put it out of bounds.
And he's only a junior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's his 7th goal. I'm sorry, 5th goal.
Yeah,
and
he
2
had
assists.
one coming in tonight to the game tonight. So he takes over the scoring lead from Jack. Jack Miller's been very quiet tonight. I don't even think he's had a shot on goal. Miller's once again. That one goes out of bounds.
Goal kick.
Coming up on 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this one.
Westfield substitution number 17, Luke Van Dyke. And for the Millers, number 15, Andy Stansfield.
Miller's getting some fresh legs out there. Looks like they're going to be happy to play defense here, Dan.
And get a chance for some people to play, too. There's a nice ball. Good run.
Another good move by the Millers. That one is into the net.
That's unfortunate.
Bennett Payson had the ball, and then it slipped through his feet. And I did not see who scored that goal. Did you, Dan?
I think Andrew's getting it there. He's also, I think he hurt his foot there.
Trying to determine who the...
Miller goal. Kyle Good.
So they're giving it to number 9, Kyle Goad. That is his first goal of the season.
I think Westfield's going to have to sub their keeper here.
Yeah, he's kind of limping a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I would assume that's Aiden Huddleston coming in.
Don't know if he stubbed his foot or what there, but as soon as he turned around, it was bothering him.
Mm-hmm. Huddleston is the other goalkeeper on the roster tonight. I cannot read the number on his jersey, but we'll have to see. Yeah, that is number 1. That's Aiden Huddleston.
He's a senior.
Played in 6 of the 7 previous matches that the Shamrocks have played this year. That ball's going to float out of bounds.
No, it's a tough spot to be in right now for Westfield. You're down 4. You got 4.5 minutes. Still got to play. You got to play hard.
And the Millers have had a hot goalie tonight, Dan. Let's face it. That that first goal was actually kind of a fluke.
It's like Coach Ganley's making some significant substitutions here. 1 in for the Millers. 2 in for the Millers.
Well, also at this point, Dan, it makes sense for the Millers to clear the bench at this point with 3:39 left.
You bet.
Why risk injury to the starters when they've got a 4-goal lead here? We are back in play. Shamrocks just playing for a little bit of pride right now, Dan.
Yeah, this is one of those where you build character. If you're coming off the bench, you get a chance to shine.
Shove in the back there. It's going to be a foul, and ball is going to go over to the Millers with 3 minutes remaining in this one. Now, I believe we are back here next week for another soccer match, if I remember right, Dan.
I think we've got Zionsville on Wednesday, but let's take a look here. Yeah, Zionsville on Wednesday, girls.
We've got a couple more matches left here at Noblesville, and then we'll be covering the sectional also. Nice bit of defense by the Shamrocks there to stop a rush there by the Millers. That one goes out of bounds, and Shamrocks will put it back in. Shamrocks just trying to do anything they can do right now to try to get down there by that goal. Adam Carter, with the exception of that one fluky goal that was credited to Agbo, has played a fantastic game. I think you can't take player of the game really away from Barnes because he offensively did such a great job. But
4 goals is pretty good calling card.
Adam Carter has just done a tremendous job in the net tonight. A lot of new numbers out there for both teams now.
Well, up until this last goal, Westfield there, he played very well in the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think any of those were on him.
Another whistle here. I didn't see what the call was.
He called it as out of bounds, I think. Just over a minute. Don't want to see any injuries.
Kevin Vigil puts the ball back in. He and Harrison Chrisman in a little battle down there along the sideline. That must have, what do you get a foul called on that? I didn't see the foul.
Yeah, I think the ball will be on the ground.
We are under a minute.
Nope, it's a throw-in.
Once again, that one goes off of, I think that went off Chrisman. Yep. Andrew Rowe will inbound the ball for the Shamrocks. Miller's still playing tough. Garrett Pointer put that one out of bounds. A lot of fresh legs out there now, Dan.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's it.
1.
Well, there you have it. The Noblesville Millers have defeated the Westfield Shamrocks 5-1 here at White River Elementary School in what, Dan, I would call a very good Hoosier Crossroad Conference soccer game.
Very good game. Quality win for Noblesville, definitely. Great night for Drew Barnes. Great night.
An equally good night for for Adam Carter in the
Yes.
net. I think if we were to, offensively, definitely Drew Barnes, the star of the game. Defensively, Adam Carter really had a couple key saves that left the Millers in the lead and kept them in the game and kept them in the lead. But
that not getting that penalty kick was really a killer.
Yeah, that was
a
I think
momentum changer
yep,
there.
That may have been the big turning point of the game. Dan, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. We thank you for all your expertise and helping us out tonight here on Hamilton County Television. And we'd like to thank everybody who was watching tonight's IHSAA soccer match on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 27 years in the business. We'd also like to thank our great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. On behalf of myself, Brad Silver, Dan Axe, our producer-director, Will Wofford, our cameraman, Lucas LeCain, thank you and good night from Noblesville.